Hi, and welcome to the High Desert Yogi channel. I'm Heather, and today we are learning crow pose or Bakasana. This is a great place to start if you are a beginner to arm balances, as it is a foundational balance for a lot of the more difficult poses. It's great at strengthening your upper arms, your wrists, and strengthening and toning your core. So if you're excited, give this video a like and let's hop on in. Today I'm going to meet you on the floor. We're going to start with a block, or you can grab maybe like a book, something about this size that you can distribute your weight onto. If you don't have a block, that's totally okay. You could do it without it and just do it from the floor. We're going to place this right behind us. We're going to end up stepping our toes onto it. It's going to help us get up higher and get into that pose a little bit easier. And we're also going to grab a pillow. The pillow is going to come right in front. In case we do end up falling forward, you have something nice and soft to fall onto. If you do fall forward, don't worry about it. I fell so many times before I could get this pose, but hopefully with these tips, you'll be able to nail it quicker. So we're going to come into a nice little yogi squat. My knees are coming to the outside of my arms. Palms are going to plant about shoulder width apart, and your index finger and pointer fingers are going to go forward towards the front of the mat. The really important thing to remember here is to distribute your weight evenly onto your palms. You really don't want all your weight going into just your wrists because this will injure your wrists over time. So when I'm planting my palms, I'm pressing weight into my knuckles, into my fingers, and into my wrists. I'm lifting my booty up, stepping my toes up onto my block here, scooting back just a tad to give myself room. And you can start to lean forward a bit and feel that weight, that distribution of weight kind of be placed onto your arms. And just play with it for a little bit. And your legs are going to come above the elbows and be pressing tightly into your arms pressing back into it. You just want to make sure that when your elbows are bending, that they're bending backwards and not to the sides. So elbows bending back, leaning forward, legs pressing into the arms, lift one toe up, and come back down. And while I'm doing this, my gaze is going about a foot in front of my hands. It's not going straight down because what's going to happen when it goes straight down, I'm going to go straight down. So I'm placing my gaze about a foot, like I said, in front of my hands. Leaning forward, one more time. Lift the other foot up, and I'm pointing my toe and lifting my heel towards my butt. Coming back down onto the block. Let's try one more time on each side. So right foot lifts up, point the toe, come back down. If you need to take a breather, definitely take a breather. Come forward, left heel lifts up, and come back down. And if you feel like you're ready, you can try to lift both feet up. So planting our palms, lean forward, taking the gaze forward. One heel lifts up, toe points, heel lifts up, and lift the other one. Hold it if you're able to, and come back down. So I just put my pillow and my block here behind me. If you would like to try the same thing again, but without the pillow and the block, you could try that with me really quick. Planting our palms, shoulder width apart. Booty lifting, lifting, lifting. Knees come to the outside of the arms. One heel lifts up, point the toes, and the other. Heels lift up towards the butt, lift, lift, lift. Press through the hands. And come back down. Great job, you guys. So the last way that I'm going to show you is how crow pose is traditionally done with the knees behind the armpits here. It's more difficult, and I find the other way just easier to kind of get yourself up into the air a little bit faster, just to kind of get that feeling of distributing your weight. But if you're ready to move on towards a little bit more advanced way of doing this pose, then join me here. So we're going to come into our squat one more time, planting the palms, shoulder width apart, and you're going to lift your booty much higher this time. Elbows bending back. The difference here is instead of taking your knees to the outside of your arms, you're actually going to bring them to the insides of your armpits. So very different and a little bit more difficult. Booty lifts up, up, up. You're lifting up your heels, coming onto your toes, and start to lean forward. Feel that distribution of weight. Placing the gaze forward, lifting one foot, coming back down, lifting the other foot now, coming back down. And when you're ready, lifting both feet. So booty lifts up onto your toes, lean forward, knees into the armpits. One foot lifts, and then the other. And that's it, you guys. That's crow pose. Coming back down slowly and gently. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember that while practicing these poses, that they do take time, so be patient with yourself. If you like this video, give it a like and let me know how it went for you in the comments, or if you would like for me to do any other sort of tutorials for you guys. Consider subscribing to my channel if you like to support free yoga on the internet. Have a great day and namaste. Bye.